Well, I didn't. I just read is that DARPA, in fact, invented the internet.
So that's what that's what it was alluded to in that article.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, if they invented the internet as a defense mechanism, well, they've done us all a good service, really. It's not a weapon, and it's not well, I suppose it's used for weapon as well, for information, but it's mainly for passing information.
Hacking.
Hacking. Well, hacking came after the internet was invented.
Sure.
That's true.
That's what they say.
Mm.
I've brought up D.A.R.P.A's website, so why don't we go to D.A.R.P.A together to explore as explorers?
It's interesting. There's a conspiracy about them as well. There's some flood in Texas that their weather technology's created, apparently.
Yes, there's lots of conspiracy theories who, I don't know, there may be solid evidence to support those theories. There might not be. You know, I've no doubt that in this topic, which looks as though it's going to be huge, we might find out whether some of those conspiracy theories are actually facts of conspiracies. Who knows? So here we have the D.A.R.P.A website, D.A.R.P.A.mil, as in military. An official website of the United States government. Here's how you know. What does it say? All right, official websites use .mil. A .mil website belongs to an official U.S. government U.S. Department of War organization. Brilliant. Department of War. Look at what I've chose. Okay, right. You can always count on me. So, about. Let's go to about. Clicked on it. Transforming battlefield casualty. Oh, my word. About D.A.R.P.A. Our mission. The D.A.R.P.A mission is to create and prevent technological surprise for our national security. So to create technological surprise for our national security and prevent technological surprise for our national security. Interesting. I have no idea what that's an image of. It says, we push transformational breakthroughs, innovations that not only solve current challenges, but also establish the US as the leading driver of strategic technological invention. More on DVIDS. Oh, more information. Right, if I clicked on that. Well, I'm not. So that image is D.A.R.P.A by Tom Shortridge. I have no idea. It looks like some kind of, I don't know.
Like a nerve cell. That's what I thought.
It could be, yeah, or it might just be an animation of something, or some kind of static and electricity type of thing going on. I don't know how you would describe that. Okay, so what is D.A.R.P.A? The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, D.A.R.P.A, is an independent research and development agency within the U.S. Department of War, DOW. Created in response to the launch of Sputnik in 1957, D.A.R.P.A stands as our nation's commitment to never again face a strategic technical surprise. Working with innovators inside and outside government, we have delivered on our mission many times over, transforming the seemingly impossible into world-changing defense and national security capabilities. Often, D.A.R.P.A innovations also become fixtures of modern civilian life. Sorry, what was that, Ravioli?
Oh, no, I'm just saying hello. Yeah,
okay, unlike other agencies, D.A.R.P.A is not satisfied with incremental advances. We push transformational breakthroughs, innovations that not only solve current challenges, but also establish the US as the leading driver of strategic technological invention. Transforming military and civilian realities. Now, I find that interesting, transforming realities. D.A.R.P.A programs focus on the fundamental research required to establish proof of concept. Performer teams define the path for putting new technologies into use in service of our nation's warfighters, and transition partners lead the work of implementation, technology transfer, and commercialization. Our results speak for themselves. We've created game-changing military capabilities, precision weapons, stealth technology, nerve implants that return sensation to warriors who have lost limbs, and more. That stand as a marvel to militaries around the globe. So hang on a minute. This is weapons. This is technology. And there's technology in here used in healthcare, if that's returning sensation to warriors who've lost limbs, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
well,
this
it could
is-
be used for anybody, not just warriors.
Yeah, yeah. And I dare say that it will be. It will, you
Yeah.
know, filter
Yeah.
down.
It's
sort
making me
of
think of
down the,
Elon Musk's Neuralink. You know, the Neuralink 2,
Okay, yes.
because of the the chip on the brain, and he's trying to get vision back to the blind and hearing back to the deaf and things.
That's right.
Oh, that's interesting. So he could end up, I wonder, actually, he may already be working with these or doing it independently. I don't know. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
no,
this is a multifaceted, multifaceted organization, right? Within the military, the
Looks
US
like it.
military. Yeah,
It's-
so far.
It's just
Yeah.
it's a very advanced research organization, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of researching on things which has not been invented yet. So they're trying to invent new things, really.
they've
Yeah.
got something here. D.A.R.P.A says that they've created a scramjet-powered missile capable of exceeding Mach 5, making it almost impossible to intercept with any current defense systems on Earth. So that's pretty amazing. They have something that fast, a missile that can go that quick, faster than Mach 5.
What's Mach 5?
So Mach 5 is mile per hour in miles per hour. Mach 5 is 3,836.346 miles per hour. So they have a missile that can go that quick.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, let's get back to this article just because of the time. So this is like multifaceted. It's not just about the army. This is filtering into our healthcare and potentially, I'm sure as we read on, we'll learn more where exactly this is coming into civilian life as well. So it says, our innovations, hang on, is that where I was at? Our innovations have also transformed civilian society, leading to the internet as we know it today, automated voice recognition and language translation, GPS receivers small enough to fit in consumer devices, like our smartphones and all that, and early investments in mRNA vaccine technology. We do this by fueling an innovation ecosystem that engages academic, industry, and government partners. By fostering a nurturing environment, we empower diverse collaborators to succeed faster. The D.A.R.P.A difference. The secret to our success lies in the skill and tenacity of our program managers and our unique funding approaches. These are extraordinary individuals who lead their fields and are hungry to push the limits of their disciplines. They define their programs, setting the course for research performers to deliver revolutionary concepts, foundational discoveries, and tactical innovations. Constantly probing for the next big thing, program managers reach across scientific and engineering disciplines to uncover new challenges and potential solutions at the seams. Alternative contracting vehicles allow D.A.R.P.A to seize every opportunity to advance our mission. In addition to multi-year programs focused on developing technology from possibility to field-ready capability, our approach to funding includes challenges that invite ideas from non-traditional inventors with prizes up to $10 million, seedlings that move concepts from disbelief to mere doubt, explorations that accelerate the timeline from concept to award, SBIR/STTR initiatives that can lead to new programs. Together, the exceptional leadership of our program managers and our unique funding opportunities make it possible for DARPA to do the seemingly impossible. What comes next is limited only by the imagination.
I mean, they're advertising their company.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're reading their website.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean it's true. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah, we're here applying our critical thinking.
Well, I mean, is they trying to say that their company, you can invest into their company because they have a unique approach to doing things, and they get a lot of their money from government, presumably for their research projects.
A lot, but not all of their money comes from the government. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's interesting when you think of like USA. You know Lockheed Martin. Do you know that?
No, I don't know, Rupert.
No, so you know American fighter plane, like the F-35. Like the modern American Air Force.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Lockheed Martin produces and all the American Air Force. And
Oh, I see.
and then there's another group called Northrop Grumman. And
Is
they
that the
specialize.
name of the company, the aircraft company? I see.
So the biggest
Ah.
producer in USA for aircraft itself is this Lockheed Martin. But what
Yeah.
does RTX and D.A.R.P.A, the one that kind of connected with, is like they're the aviation like technologies. So a lot of that stuff is used in. It's not So it's not just military, is it? It's used in other. They use it in other non-military fields.
Yeah, DARPA is huge.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big it was.
Huge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you got Boeing too.
And we're only looking at DARPA. Let's not go into all of those other companies, right? We're only looking at DARPA
But
in
when you look
this
at it,
exploration.
When you look at the global ones, right? So you've got America leading the way with Lockheed Martin, D.A.R.P.A and RTX, then Northrop Grumman, but then the UK, we got BAE Systems, but then USA come next with Boeing.
Ravioli, we'll hopefully come to look at what all of that means. We're just looking at DARPA in this exploration, right?
Sorry, no, it's just it is quite interesting. I didn't realize just how many there were of the American weapon systems and things. Sorry.
Right. So DARPA, here's the leadership. Stephen Winchell is the director of Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, meaning DARPA. Stephen Winchell joined DARPA as its 24th director in May 2025. Prior to this appointment, he led the Artificial and Autonomy portfolio for the Defense Department's Strategic Capabilities Office. Previously, he was chief engineer for the Pentagon's Algorithmic Warfare Cross-Functional Team, commonly known as Project Maven. He is a graduate of the U.S. Naval Academy, where he later taught as a faculty member in the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. He also served as a submarine officer of the U.S. Navy and as an officer in the U.S. Navy Reserve. He has been a Presidential Innovation Fellow at the Intelligence Advanced Research Projects Activity and worked with a venture-backed startup focused on AI security. He is a rescue scuba diver, skydiver, and avid student of military history. Education: MBA, University of Virginia, MS, Systems Engineering, Johns Hopkins University. MS, Applied Physics, US Naval Postgraduate School. BS, Physics, US Naval Academy. Now, the reason I'm actually bothering to read through all of these roles is because we're hearing about positions and technologies and schools of thoughts and sciences and all the rest of it that we probably haven't heard of before. And even if we have, this brings it to the forefront of our mind and gives us more scope of what they've got going on in D.A.R.P.A, because you're not going to hire someone with all of that if you don't need that, right? If you're going to use that, those skills and the knowledge and the wisdom that's in that individual, which is written down here on the D.A.R.P.A website, not for no reason, right? So that's why I'm reading through this. So it gives us even more scope on what's going on in D.A.R.P.A, right? Just on this about page.
Oh, no,
So
no doubt. There's some clever people.
Yeah, it gives us a good insight if this is the people that's running it. You can imagine all of the other people in the organization and all of their individual skills as well, all of that coming together. This is huge when you think about these sciences and physics and, you know, like it blows my mind, all of this science talk, right? Because I'm just not technically minded at all. But that doesn't mean that I can't like envision what this entails and what it could lead to potentially. So yeah, that's why I'm going through this. It's you know, I'm not particularly interested in CVs per se. It's just the information that's in here I think is crucial. So I'll continue. Tyler McQuaid, Deputy Director, Defence Advanced Research Projects Agency, meaning D.A.R.P.A. Tyler McQuaid rejoined D.A.R.P.A in August 2025 as the agency's Deputy Director. He most recently served as the Chief of Research and Development at On Demand Pharmaceuticals, as well as an advisor to leadership at the Advanced Research Projects Agency for Health, that's ARPA-H. So that's the health side of D.A.R.P.A.
Yeah.
Right. And we've got here that he was in on pharmaceuticals and he's the deputy director. So these are skills that he's been hired for, right? Providing guidance on how to find and nurture program manager candidates. Right. Nurture. He previously served at D.A.R.P.A from 2013 to 2017. First as a program manager, during which he focused on the acceleration of new molecule discovery for medical, military, and civilian applications, and then as the Deputy Director and Acting Officer for D.A.R.P.A's Defence Sciences Offices. That mixed with pharmaceuticals, medical, civilian applications, and then D.A.R.P.A's Defence Sciences Office. It's all having my mind boggle.
So that the other chap was physics, and this chap is into chemistry and biology, and that's why he's into pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals, health, civilian, medical, and defense sciences. So we could be talking biological weapons or defenses to biological weapons. But let's continue because I find this next part quite alarming. Immediately following his D.A.R.P.A tenure, Tyler joined the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation-funded Medicines for All Institute as Chief Technology Officer and Virginia Commonwealth University as a Professor of Chemistry and Life Science Engineering.
Fascinating.
Isn't that an interesting name to come up with? D.A.R.P.A.
Amazing.
Gosh. Prior to joining D.A.R.P.A in 2013, McQuaid was a professor of chemistry. During his academic career, McQuaid received numerous awards, including the Beckman Young Investigator and MIT Technology Review Innovators Under 35. In addition, McQuaid was a visiting group leader at the Max Planck Institute of Colloids and Interfaces and a visiting professor in the Food and Nutrition Toxicology Department at the ETH Zurich. Wow. So this guy is all over what we're using in us and on us and around us as civilians, and the same for the military.
Do you know what? Something just came into my mind when reading that, Ben. You remember in World War One? You remember the mustard gas that they would open up the pipes in the trenches?
Yeah.
And so the guy, this German chemist called Fritz Haber, and it's funny because, like, yeah, he's remembered for that and, you know, gas and killing and war, but also the Haber process is what helps corn yields, and modern farming is built on his like process. So it's just strange, like how these guys
he
have
makes
one foot in.
fertilizer.
Yeah,
Haber
fertilizer.
process makes fertilizer, doesn't it? From air.
Yeah, to help correct massive yields, to help, you know, feed the world in some respect. But it's just funny how, like, you can have a camp in the death and the war factory, and you could have one foot in life or helping. It's strange. I always, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sorry, it's just something that came into my mind, and yeah, just reminded me of him.
Yeah, I mean, go for it, express it. Whatever comes to mind with what we're reading, it's good to express it, because who knows, we might come across something that could confirm some kind of connection along the way as we go into exploring the topic further. So this then says he was a National Institutes of Health postdoctoral fellow at MIT prior to his independent research center. And here his education is a PhD in chemistry at University of Wisconsin and a BS in chemistry and biology at University of California, Irvine. What an interesting individual. And
amazing.
Yeah, for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to come up this high up in D.A.R.P.A, I've got a feeling that we're going to come across something that that might confirm some conspiracy theories.
So yeah, Lieutenant, and the guy, I forget of the Bill and Melinda, the Gates Foundation. So there's some people who say they were involved in African, what was that thing called? That virus, not corona. No, what was that virus in Africa? There was a.
Is it something to do with polio?
Yeah, there was some vaccines that foundation has been linked with.
Yeah, and they vaccinated a lot of people in Africa, but they also did in India against polio. And they left a lot of people damaged in India. And as a result, they are no longer welcome. They are banned from India. And there's other countries who are banning that foundation and anything.
Why? Was the vaccine, was the polio vaccine was wrong? Something wrong with it? Or what happened? I haven't heard about this.
Yeah, there was an article that I read some years back that they caused a lot of damage in children that were vaccinated against polio. Yeah. And they introduced that vaccine when polio numbers were already very, very low.
Okay.
And Ebola, weren't they involved something with Ebola? I'm pretty sure there was some.
I don't know about that one.
Oh,
Have you seen something about that?
Well, I remember at the time, was it 2013, 2014? Or whenever that, there was some strange link between that foundation and the Ebola. I don't know. I don't remember people saying at that time. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know another strange thing as well. I remember him saying, Bill Gates, that when he dies, he was going to release all the money, all the billions and billions he'd made, and Warren Buffett and all the other people that were putting all their fortunes into. But I read he was actually going to do that before he passes away. Apparently, he's going to give the money before he dies, whereas before it was when he dies. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who is Warren Buffett.
Oh no,
We
he's
were talking about-
he's a some say the best investor, like the stock market man. Like he's
Oh, right. Does he have a connection with the Bill and Melinda
they're
Gates
friends.
Foundation?
Yeah, good friends, and he's going to
Right.
give all his fortune. So between Bill Gates and the Microsoft fortune and Buffett, it's about 150 to 200 billion dollars, right there between two individuals. And yeah, they before it was when they pass away, then that money would go into vaccines, medicine, and care and stuff. But now I'm reading it might be before. They might give it away before they die. So yeah, anyway.
Okay, interesting.